Welcome to episode 3 of CPAP Boys, a podcast where me and my buddies get together, drink bourbon, talk about our CPAPs, getting old, back pain, raising kids, sports hunting, and all kinds of guy shit. I'm your host, Neil, with Ryan and Donnie. Unfortunately, other brother Jim is unable to make it yet again this time. He out forming the minds of our youth. So he's up in doing a knowledgeable camp for kids, I think, or state knowledgeable, excuse me.
If you
So
have you guys ever watched like Jimmy Kimmel, his like talk show and stuff?
yeah,
At the end, he always says, "Well, unfortunately, our guest Matt Damon couldn't make it because,
yeah,
he never comes on." That's what I feel like Jim is to this. Jim is like the secret guy, the secret
yeah,
CPAP boy that
right.
never comes on.
Well, I think there's gonna be a point, I think, where it's like maybe he never will come on. Maybe it'll just be a myth, like he never existed. Like we just picked some fourth picture and the to put on our put on the picture or thumbnail or whatever.
Yeah, we have to vote him
Just
off.
some random dude.
Yeah, we get voted off the island soon.
Oh, so been a couple weeks actually. We try to do one every week, but things have been
Yeah,
kind of
isn't
busy
this number
recently.
4,
This is
not
3.
3? Is
Oh,
this
it's
3?
3.
We've only done 3?
Yep.
This is number 3.
This is the third one. Yes.
I feel like we've done more than that.
Yeah.
Love is you're looking extra, like, red today, not your skin. Did we just ferment our beard?
No, I'm not gonna do that shit.
I don't know, man, or maybe it's just filled out since since I last talked to you.
Maybe you're just sitting you're on the screen next to me and mine just looks extra white. So it makes yours look even more red.
Extra red?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Everybody have a good Easter?
Oh, we didn't do shit.
Yeah, we got over a foot of snow. Good times.
Did you really?
Yeah.
We didn't get that, but we didn't do anything.
Yeah, I
We
didn't
went
do
to
shit.
breakfast. Yeah, we went to brunch and then took Mackenzie back to college, but that was about it. Very low key. I loved it. What about you, Neil?
Yeah, we didn't do anything. Hung out Friday night, laid low on Saturday and Sunday. Pretty pretty chill weekend, honestly. It was good. We had just made dinner instead of ham, traditional ham. I did steaks. We did potato salad stuff for just us and the boys.
Nice.
Watched a couple movies.
I'll tell you what I did.
The wife said we were cooking and everything, and we should watch an Easter movie. And like, what the hell is an Easter movie?
So you watched Hop?
Yeah, that's the one you could think of. Like Hop. I don't know.
That's the only one I can think of.
Anything with a rabbit in it. I don't know. There's not really.
Oh, Who
We
Framed
started-
Roger Rabbit?
So we actually looked into it, and obviously it's a Christian holiday, and we could have went more on the resurrection and Jesus side.
versus
Yeah.
versus bunnies.
Versus animation, but yeah, there's honestly not much out there for Easter movies.
I mean, if we went the Jesus route,
Sure,
there's a ton of those.
which would be good, but we're looking for more lighthearted.
More upbeat.
So
I can see the wheels turning in Lovis's head. He's like, I don't want to get in trouble.
how do I not say this?
I don't want to say what I want to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is episode 3 because we had first one was Mask Up and Talk to Me Goose. Second one was episode 2 is Take My Breath Away. And then this one is I Feel the Need for Sleep is going to be the title of this episode.
Lovis, by
Sticking
the
with
way.
our Top Gun.
So Neil has been sending us his scores because he upgraded to the new model of his CPAP, and he's been scoring high 90s to 100s. I did validate it, and he would always just send us a screenshot of like just the score and not anything else. Lovis, I looked at the phone, and he actually does, and his phone restricts him from taking a screenshot on an app. Never seen that before in my life.
I was calling bullshit when I heard that.
Yeah, he's
Wouldn't lie
scoring
to you.
100, like we're close. and Lovis said, "I won't send you guys anything until I break 90."
Yeah,
Sounds
I haven't.
cool.
You gotta maybe get a new mask.
I've got a new mask. My scores got better.
Yeah.
Okay, like what?
Yeah.
What's better?
I have 86.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you sleep well, I guess.
I'd
right?
hit a 90 every once in a while.
You never proved that.
Didn't I send the 90 off?
I don't think
I
so.
thought I got 190 on there.
But yeah, Neil's app looks totally different than ours, like the way that it shows, but it still does the same thing. I think because his is so new that maybe
Yeah.
he's got the newer app. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
So
need to get
after
mine
that,
washed.
after my debacle on Monday where I stayed up too late with one of my guys and ended up getting like 2.5 hours of sleep, not even using my CPAP because I didn't at that point, I was ready
He
to
didn't
go to
wanna
bed and
mess
I
with
was
his score, so
yeah.
he took the just the
I
0.
was I was
So
gonna
he
it was
put it
2:30
in.
in the morning, I had to 2:30 in the morning, I had to be up at 5, so I figured I didn't even wanna waste my time opening up taking it out of the because I was traveling, so I had it in my carrying case. But then that next night, I got 100,
Made up
and
for
then I got
Oh,
the 92.
so you just skipped one night just to fucking not lose your average.
right, to not mess up the rest of the throw off the
Yeah,
sleepers.
I
I don't
see
think that's
that.
how it works.
In playing games.
Hey,
We have a friend of ours is getting a CPAP study. I should text her and see how she did. Leslie is going in for one.
Is she? Is she
Yeah,
going to pick one up or do the study?
do the
good
study.
study.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
But Justin says she snores like a chainsaw, and
No,
yeah,
he always talks shit.
bro, last night, I'm whispering because I'm in the office and Jen's over here. Um,
yeah. She don't watch this shit anyhow.
no,
Don't don't worry, it'll all be closed captioned by the time by the time I
I
send it
was
out.
laying in bed and I was asleep, probably 10 o'clock. I don't know. Got the CPAP on him on my back. And I woke up because I was snoring so loud that I woke myself up. And I woke up and I'm like trying to breathe like I normally was breathing. I'm like, that's not me. And Jen's like right over here sawing logs and she's sick. So she's sawing logs. And I'm like, that's her. It's not me. I'm like, I thought it was me. I'm like, I woke myself up, but I still hear it. I'm like, I'm like, whatever. So TV's on every night. The TV's on, and she's asleep, and I go find the remote, turn it off. But I could honestly say that her watching TV while I fall asleep is better because my tinnitus is so bad that I know I'd rather hear the TV than the ringing in my ear.
I'd rather hear her snoring than the ringing in my ear.
Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. And I changed my mask, my headgear, and my hose a couple days ago. But I had to that bracket, that little elbow bracket is making some whistle noise. So every time I breathe in, it makes like a whistling noise. I'm like, dude, this is stupid. So I went into the garbage and grabbed my other elbow bracket and replaced it, and now it doesn't do it. So I'm like,
Yeah, my old one did that just where those little pinholes are in the elbow
mhm.
bracket, that in that
And it makes
90.
a whistle. I'm like, I can't
Yeah,
figure
we sit there and whistle, yeah. I don't know either. I thought maybe it was well, we talked about it. I was just using, regular old tap
yeah.
water. So my the inside of my, the inside of my humidifier looked like a cave. Just stalactites and stalagmites
Stalagmite
just
and
growing.
mite. Wait,
So,
stalagmite is bottom.
You
yeah,
don't put it. You guys still put water in
take this
yours?
in
Yeah, do you go
always,
drink it?
man. I've upgraded now
Oh,
that I upgraded my machine, I did upgrade to
Wait, then
distilled water like you're supposed
you
to.
have the humidifier turned off then. You have to. Otherwise, it's gonna taste like
yeah,
burning.
yeah.
Tastes like
I don't have the.
tastes
I don't
like
have the. Yeah,
burning.
it's off.
Okay, because I don't know if you guys have ever, like, ran through because mine's almost empty every day, my tank, and
A lot of
sometimes
times it is.
sleep longer than 8 hours, like, let's call it over the weekend, it'll be dried up and I can taste burning, like, it tastes like burning.
Yeah, if your
Yeah.
humidifier is running without the water in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if mine is or not. I guess I don't taste any burning, but
Well,
when I
then
do
just
put water in there, it dries up by the next day.
maybe you're just used to tasting the burning.
Yeah, I did a lot of welding, so maybe that's what it is. It's like
Yeah. Ugh.
That's fu
taste buds are gone. I can't hear things. I'm trying to figure out what that whistling thing is you guys are talking about. I don't know if mine does that or not.
Oh, you would know. Like, it's a
Yeah.
full-on fucking whistle. I'm like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god."
That's why that's back to the tinnitus thing. You can't hear it because the tinnitus, it just blends in with this tinnitus.
Yeah.
Luckily, you can't taste, can't smell, can't hear, but luckily you can still see, Ryan,
For
Yeah,
for
that's failing me too.
for now.
for now.
See,
Hey, Donnie, what are you eating tonight? What are you snacking on? Snack.
Kirkland peanuts, but they're
Uh,
special. My mom dumps them all
oh,
into, like, a pan and does, like, garlic oil and garlic, and now it's a garlic flavored peanuts.
My ma'am,
okay.
Danny's ma'am, Danny,
My man, baby
Danny's ma'am,
man,
my ma'am.
baby
'Cause I
man.
heard Erica actually watched our episodes and she's like, it's funny because I always catch Donnie's eating something. what is he snacking on all the time? And I was like, it changes every week.
Yeah, just kinda like Ryan's bourbon changes, so does
Yeah.
Donnie's snacks.
Hey, I need the
I
protein.
got drinking water tonight. I had a rough week.
What?
Tell me
Rough
more.
week.
Tell me more. The week's not over yet, brother.
Yeah.
I know. I know. That's what I'm taking half a day off at least. Just when you're out of town, man. Go sit in a hotel room or go sit in a bar.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
the
work
time
events
I
are
drink the
tough.
most is when I travel.
Yeah. So I tend to sit in a bar.
Fall asleep with my CPAP on and unplugged.
I did great on the CPAP thing this
Yeah.
week, so I was pretty proud of myself.
You didn't happen to wake up in just your drawers and cowboy boots again, did you?
Not this time. No, I found my room and
Held it
I didn't
together?
have to go to the front desk and ask for a new key card or nothing. I did pretty good.
It was
Just
crazy.
held it together.
Yeah. Yeah. And then my travel out day was today. I came back home, so I kept the drinking to a minimum last night.
Nice.
So I don't feel like ass all the way here.
Where'd you go? Where are you coming from?
Tour Falls.
Fun, fun. So, some of the topics we were gonna talk Donnie and I were visiting on, was it Tuesday, I think, at Beggs, or maybe it was before that, maybe it was even last week, but, trying to talk about some subjects to keep up on, and like I said, I think we're gonna do, each week we'll do, "What's Donnie eating?" That'll be a a segment. How boring
You
is
just put it
Don? We'll
just
just
put it in the comments and then we'll answer it next
Yeah.
week.
You gotta guess what Donnie's eating, and
Ooh.
the winner will
Yeah.
send the winner, whatever Donnie's eating. We'll send them.
I'm not sending these peanuts. These peanuts are too good, man.
You can do
That's
that.
a good idea. Like, I don't
Yeah.
show what it is, and I just do it. Unless
Some of
I'm
the other notes
a
some of
snack.
the other notes we were gonna talk about is, because it's pretty funny how minuscule it is, but, like, we hit 10 subscribers on
Yeah, dude.
YouTube. We hit 10 subscribers on YouTube, and that was last week, and all of a sudden, then we hit 12 subscribers, so I was gonna put that out. We made it all the way up to 12 subscribers on YouTube, and now I just looked at it again, and we're down to 11, so somebody
Oh,
unfollowed
shit.
us.
It's probably me. I probably fat fingered it.
Yeah. He's like, nah.
Yeah. I don't want to
What
watch
is
this
what
again.
is this shit?
Well, shout
So
out to
we
Mom.
went from
Thanks, Mom, for
we went
following.
from 10 to 12. Now we're back down to 11. So, but we do
Sorry,
have
we're still in double digits.
well, we got over 5,000 views on YouTube and 18 plus, almost 19 hours watched. So I mean, we're getting there.
I mean,
We're getting there. We'll
yeah,
see where we're at. We're almost TikTok famous.
no,
No, I'm joking.
I
But
don't
we do
have it.
have,
It'd probably
I
be
d
better if we started doing some dances.
yeah.
Oh, hold on.
I don't have TikTok either, but I created one for the podcast when we lost Don.
What the fuck?
He must have had to go get another snack.
Yeah.
Finished what he was eating. Let's go get something else.
Hopefully it didn't.
What I missed?
We lost you. You're back.
What I missed?
We're just talking about where you went and figured you had to go get another snack. You must have finished what you were eating, but
Oh, this is a big. This is brand new, big ass Kirkland peanuts.
so again, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, we lost Ryan now.
Now he wants snacks.
Peril of filming a podcast.
Yeah, real life.
Well, wait a second here. I'll have to edit this out, but we'll
No,
wait
I
for
think
Ryan
it's
to.
real. Like, we get up and we go and we do this.
No, for you, that part I'll keep in, but with Ryan sitting here,
Well, he might have technical difficulties. He might be actually gone.
he's the most tech savvy person we have. Remember that.
Fuck off.
He's been watching porn since he was surfing porn sites since he was 16.
He knows
so
that.
he knows his
how
way
to
around the
hack-
internet. He knows his way around the internet. Yeah. So I mean, there
What
he
happened?
is.
What happened to you?
Tech savvy came back. It's
What
probably
happened?
because using that shitty ass Apple phone.
What happened to you?
I don't know.
The actual
I
recording
was
is
here
higher
the whole
quality,
time.
Could you hear us? Could you hear
No,
us?
I could see your faces.
Lemon's just sitting there like, oh man, they're not moving.
What happened to you? Nothing. I was here the whole time.
See?
So we got 5,000 views on YouTube. We have couple. So we don't have all the full episodes on TikTok or Instagram or any other ones, but we made it up to 28 followers on TikTok with we got 1, 2, 3, 4, probably over 6,000, 7,000 views probably. And then we have on Instagram, again, I'm just learning how to use this stuff. We got 5.5 thousand views on Instagram in the last 30 days
Yeah,
with
Neil
35
Neil went from
followers.
using one social
Crushing it.
media to all the social medias.
Yeah.
Like, when Neil's like, "Oh, I got a TikTok, I got an Instagram, I got a whatever," I'm like, "Holy shit." Like,
Yeah. And I don't have all of those. I just CPAP boys has all
I'm
like,
just saying, you got them now. So,
yeah.
you're now one of those influencer.
Yeah. Still trying to figure out the whole hashtag stuff, but we'll get there. Baby steps.
Huh? What else did we talk about on that list?
Anybody watching any good TV series?
Yeah, we're watching all kinds of shit. What's
No,
that?
I'm pretty fucking boring myself.
We all knew that. You're still not as boring
Yeah.
as Donnie is.
I
I'm
That
mean,
was
not
one of the things.
not
For some
boring.
reason,
I
I have that
just
written down in
go
my
pla
notes, Don.
I
What?
just don't go to places. I'm not
No,
bored.
for some reason, I have it written down on my notes when we are talking. How boring is Dawn was one of the subjects that we said that was on the list.
I finished
So
watching about 10 hours worth of hunting videos from Whitetail Adrenaline.
There you go.
see, that's a series, right?
Yeah. Gonna get them on DVD.
You
I
still have
love
a
the bonus
You
DVD
can.
player?
the bonus features, the B reel. Then I mean that's
They're
Where the hell do
great,
you have
man.
where the hell do you have a DVD player at?
I know. You still have a DVD player?
My boy's PS5.
Ah,
Yeah.
Dad, get out of my room.
Stop
Watch
watching hunting
I'm
porn in
watching
my
my
room.
programs.
Just watching hunting porn in the room.
So
Yeah.
highly recommend them. Great guys.
We have another subject. We have finish on the TV series one. If you haven't watched it yet, Paradise on Hulu is pretty good.
I have
That's
it
like a
saved to watch.
apocalyptic one. Did you check that one out yet, Don?
I have it saved. I haven't done that. Jen's the one that watches all the TV shows. So I'm just sitting in the living room after work or whatever, and she watches TV and I sit on my phone and I'm just in the room. So I kind of know a lot of shows, but I don't know their names. Pitt, we watch Pitt, we watch Survivor. And that's the only
Yeah,
thing that I know. Like
my wife's watching Pit too. She liked
Shrinking's a
that
good
too.
one.
Is it?
That's a good show.
I watched UND lose against Wisconsin for the Frozen Four.
There you go.
I did watch that. Denver's playing right now against Michigan.
Yeah, they said that the last time that a North Dakota school played down in Vegas for the final Frozen Four, they drank them out of Busch Light. So
Well, that adds up.
drink the whole arena but now you had North Dakota and Wisconsin together down there. They
Yeah,
might have
they're
drank them
like,
out of
oh
beer.
shit, this is sponsored by Bush right now.
They might have drank them out of beer. Period.
Yeah.
So if there's two schools that could drink somebody out of beer, I think those would be the ones.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Anybody? Did you guys? I know Ryan. I don't think you even did a bracket. Did you lose your ass in your bracket like I did, Don?
Placed fourth, I think. When Duke lost, it wrecked me and you dropped me. I was by far and away in first place. Duke lost and then not completely knocked me out.
Yeah. Just see, Hurley's mom showed the caption or the after he made that three. The coach's mom was in the stands and showed like you see her lips moving when she was talking. Holy fucking shit!
I did
But
see
yeah,
that.
no, I think that Duke killed a lot of people. I was surprised how Michigan handled Arizona. They didn't even they beat them pretty handily.
But it was close enough. I told you, I was watching for a little bit, then I'm just boycotting because I was pissed that I lost. So
Right.
but
Well, I think, like I said, it was a closer game, but I thought Arizona was going to roll Michigan. The way Michigan had played, almost lost. They lost to Wisconsin early on. They almost lost in the tournament to Wisconsin. I mean, I knew Michigan was good, but I thought Arizona was a good matchup with their bigs, and not the case. And then that championship game wasn't even really much of a game, wasn't?
what? What, the Michigan game?
No, the Yukon Michigan game that came down to like it was good up until the last couple minutes.
Yeah. That's
Then
what
Michigan kind of walked away with it.
I'm more excited that football season's coming back. So
Yeah,
that's
I try to get into the UFL just because I like football enough that I wouldn't mind watching it in the summertime. But It's hard to get into, man.
It's really hard to get into. I like football too.
Yeah.
I love football, but that's not
Ryan, that's the one where it's a football. It's like shaped kind of like an oval. Like
Yeah,
not,
I know what the
not
fucking football is.
Ryan's the guy that's out hunting. He doesn't care. You
Well, I
don't care.
know that's
Ryan, you don't care about football, right?
College football.
Yeah, you're a college football.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's an Irish guy, right?
Oh
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Notre
I like
Dame.
watching them, especially when we're out camping on, those fall days
Yeah.
before the season ends. As long as
You
they
know,
don't lose the first 2 or 3 games of the season. That's the nice thing. If they get that out of the way, and it's like, well, fuck, football's over with. Then I just go back to hunting.
Did I tell you, Lovis, that I bought that Strike Man thing? I'm saying it out loud, and now my phone's just going to be inundated with it. So it's a laser, training tool. Set up these targets and little games, and you put your phone by it, and then it'll tell you what they want you to shoot. And every time you pull the trigger, the red laser, will shoot at the target, tell you where you hit. Then you have to re-rack, and then you can shoot again. It's not a continuous fire. That's the only part that sucks is I have to re-rack and do it. But I have it for my 9. I have a 300 blackout round that I use, and I'm just in the living room with the thing in the kitchen, and I'm just shooting around all over the place. I haven't used it for a minute, but it's been pretty good. I mean, better than live rounds is totally different than shooting laser.
yeah, but dry fire
Yeah.
exercises are super, super important. So I mean, that's gets you more proficient and helps you hit on target, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than
Shooting.
live rounds too. So
Yep. Yeah. So I've been using it. It's good. It's just as soon as you put it out of sight, then you totally forget about doing it. Like I
Right.
would just be sitting in the living room, and I'd set it up on the banister, and I'd just like have it right next to me and just shooting. So I'm just like, Jesus, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm practicing. I'm like,
Yeah.
one day I might have to shoot from the couch.
Sometimes I just wake up in the night and clear the house for no reason, just to practice.
That's just your PTSD.
Maybe.
We don't get tags to hunt anything out here. I mean, you get a rifle tag every 8 fucking years in the zone that I apply to. Haven't had an antelope tag since I was 16.
Yeah, well, here we
Because
can
it's
buy
lottery.
tags.
Because it's a lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, antelope was closed for the longest time, but they started opening up. I got like 12 points, so if my zone opens up this year, I might have a chance to get one. So I bow hunt a lot.
Yeah, well, here we can buy it over the counter, but we just don't see any deer, so it doesn't matter.
Right. Now that
we don't have a problem getting the tag. It's the deer that's
actually,
the problem.
we see them pull like the day before when we're pulling in, and we go
Yeah.
we get out to the trail cams and stuff. There they are, but they're just not there when we're there.
I think it's all the patchouli that Don wears that drives them off.
Yeah, super patchouli. It's Dracar, bitch.
Well, well, turkey season's around the corner.
Yeah, the 15th.
I'll be doing that on the 18th.
Fun.
I thought we were playing in that bags tournament the 18th.
Oh yeah, I'm shooting bags on the 18th. The following weekend, I'm going turkey hunting.
Which 18th?
April.
Whoa.
We told you about it. That's that Saturday we're going to
I know. Did we
heading over
commit?
there and playing in that tournament.
Did we commit?
No.
Okay. I will ask her.
I think you guys were going to talk about it, but
I get back from Rhode Island, and then maybe when are you going? Friday? Thursday?
I was talking to the wife. I don't know if we'll head up. No, this tournament's on Saturday, right? What time does it start? Ryan, what time does it start?
I don't know, bud.
Whenever
We are not
they
the
tell me
keeper.
to be
We
there.
are not any
Yeah,
times and dates.
I'm just,
No, Solo
just showing-
got us all
showing
signed up. So,
you coming for
yeah.
that,
So
Donnie?
I don't know.
Huh?
So are you coming
Are
for
you-
that?
Oh, I don't know. I have
Are you coming on Friday, ain't you, Neil?
I have to check with the boss.
I'll verify with Michelle. We'll either come up Friday and stay both nights, or we'll leave early Saturday morning. Just depending on what time we get off work and everything. And see if my folks were talking about possibly coming out too, because we were actually supposed to go to Nashville that weekend with them. And then that fell through. So see if they want to come to Fargo that weekend and hang out. So
Hell yeah.
other than that, she
That
covered
fucking heating pad?
Fucking my lower back is fucking killing me, dude.
Tell
Maybe
me
you
you're
should
old.
try
Tell
engaging
me you're
your
old.
fucking.
You didn't hear Neil's intro? Lower back pain.
Yeah,
Like,
You should try engaging your core once or twice.
what's the
tell me you're old without telling me you're old.
When it hurts so bad. Like I take Aleve every day. I take a naproxen every day.
Aleve.
Just so I can move and take a shower. Like it's so bad.
I thought you were gonna start pulling out stuff like Anacin and Nuprin, like the old school.
Nuprin.
Who the hell takes an
Little,
Anacin?
yellow. Fucking Nuprin. I don't even think they're out anymore. Nuprin's not even a thing anymore.
You run with your heated seat on too to work in the summertime too?
No, I mean I run hot anyway. Like this is I'm probably gonna start sweating like Shaq at the free throw line with this on and off it. But it's
I hope
totally
that camera picks that up.
Yeah.
It
You
was
look
like-
more like, to be honest, you look more like Charles Barkley than Shaq.
I know, dude. Now that he's all Ozempic'd out, like I'm watching him and like he's talking. Other than him talking, when I look, I'm like, oh my god, I do look like Charles Barkley. It's terrible. It's terrible, Kenny.
Not gonna
Terrible.
lie. Yeah, if you could get his voice down, you could do a hell of an impression.
I have his golf swing down.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's terrible. Yeah, Shane's.
I
been
got to
seeing
get out
some
and golf
shit.
more this year. I've hardly golfed at all the last 2 years.
Same.
It's the one sport that I mean, I've never been good at it, but it's one sport my old ass can actually still play, and I should probably try to get better at it.
I'd be willing to go for like a 9-hole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
only doing 18 either.
there's some leagues out there that we're looking into
Yeah, I
that,
don't want to do a league. I don't want to commit.
well, but otherwise you don't do it, but leave it to Don, doesn't want to do anything. But if you do it like every Thursday night or so, you know what I mean? You have it and just do 9,
Yeah.
couple hours. That's a couple hours a night.
This sounds
that's
better
a
when you
win.
talk about it.
It
Yeah.
does. Well, like we talked about last week, if we do talk about it, Ryan's going to have us signed up by tomorrow. So
I will do
Not
that.
golf.
Ryan's full send.
Yeah.
If we talked about going, I promise you, if we got hammered in this garage tonight and we're like, you know what, we should go golf 3 different golf courses tomorrow and think it's a great idea. And you and I wake up the next morning, we're like, oh, that was dumb. Like, I don't want to do that. And Ryan would be like, hey, I got our tee times all set up.
I'm outside. I'm
Yeah,
outside.
like, I'm waiting for you guys.
Squat in the truck.
We talked about it. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's a vacation or a trip or something. If Ryan talks about it, he's committed.
Well, golf might be a different thing. I'd be like, I hope they forgot about that.
100%. Like I will tell you that you would have heard me say, I'm never committed to this. I never.
Doesn't matter. If we never committed to going on a trip, he'd still buy the tickets.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
ropes you into it. I'd say
The
with
problem
golf,
is,
go ahead.
my kid, Hunter, likes golf. And that fucking sucks for me because I want to spend time with my kid.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, he's like, Dad, you want to go golf? And I'm like, fuck my life. Yep. Well, let's go golf.
Let's
See,
go. You sure you don't want to shoot? You want to go to the range?
Hey, yeah. You
You
want
wanna
to go buy a
go
new
to
gun
the-
and try it out?
If Neil said that, Donnie, you want to go to the range? Yep, I'll go to the range. Like golf, I like the hard part for me is just getting me out of the house. If you get me out of the house, I'll have a good time. Like I don't.
Mhm.
That's not the thing. It's just I don't ever want to leave my house.
Donnie, you ain't getting no motherfucking range. You're going to be like, I got a laser. Just come
You
over
got
and
a
sit on my
range?
couch. And,
Just do it in
yeah,
the living room.
yeah, just go in the
I
living
could use
room.
that excuse, but I'd rather go shoot for real than like if we want to shoot clays. Oh my god, yeah, I'm in all day. I mean, we went
Yeah.
for the kids, like me, Neil, Sean. We went for the kids, and it was supposed to be like practice for the kids again and get them warmed up for pheasant hunting. And I'm up there just like, and they're like, Donnie, let the kids shoot. I'm like, they gotta learn.
Yeah.
You gotta pull that
We
trigger.
were- yeah. And then even when the kids would be up there shooting, they'd take one shot and Don and then shoot right after. Like as soon as they pulled the trigger, Donnie's like, oh, they missed, got it.
You missed. I'm not gonna let it go to waste. I'm not
I was
wasting.
actually talking to TJ last night, and so it's a league, Don, so you probably won't want to do it, but starting a trap team
trap league.
at Horse and Hunt, one
I
night
could
a
be-
week,
I could be.
four
In.
person team, one night a week.
I could be in for that.
It'd be sea level, so like low level, just
Yeah.
have fun,
Yeah, I'm low
not
level.
super competitive. But
I
Hey,
would,
Charles Barkley, is we fucking boring you right now?
you scrolling?
I'm
Just doom scrolling on your TikToks?
I'm checking
Fucko?
my Walgreens prescription. You fuckers. I'm moving to doctor injections to self injections for my TRT for my
How's
Nice.
lung.
that working out?
I'm on this will be week 5. It's okay. I feel stronger, but that could be placebo. They were like, "You're instantly gonna have your libido's gonna go through the roof." Mm. I mean, it's not. I mean, Neil and I were talking. It's not. I mean, I won't turn it down now. Now I'm like, I could. Before it was just like, I'll put on my CPAP. Well, I can't wait to put that bitch on. So I mean, I feel a little bit more motivated. I mean, shit, when I first started taking it, I'm like, "Hey, it's a nice day today. We should go outside." And everybody's like, "Oh, what's wrong with Donnie?" Because
Yeah, we
he wants to do something.
yeah, we have seen Don out of the house more recently.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
that's real.
Oh,
That
yeah?
that
Yeah,
is
like
real.
yeah,
That's
like
good, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see him once every couple weeks now. So it's an improvement. It's
yeah.
definite improvement.
So I don't know. I mean, I think to get back to levels than regular levels and feel better, but these needles are like this long. I'm
Oh
not,
well.
yeah, popping into my legs. So I don't know. It's fine. Progress reports will come as we go, but I sent Neil a note. Oh, I think I sent you Lovis too. I hit 305 on my bench, and
Yeah.
that was a goal. So, but it was Smith, so it doesn't count in my book until I do it free, on free weights. So that's my goal at the end of the month. This month is to hit 300 on it, but I was stuck at 220, 220, 285 was my high, and now I don't know the stronger thing, but I don't feel like my belly's getting any smaller. So now shirts are getting tighter, but it's just
Well,
tight
maybe
enough.
if we do less of the snacky snack, then
No,
I might.
this is healthy.
This is health food. Peanuts are healthy.
I'm not going to change my diet. Fuck that. I love food too much.
You do love you some food.
Yeah, I've been packing pounds on again too, so I gotta start, I don't know, being better.
You said in the summer you'll start to cut.
Do better.
I'm going to, but I gotta quit trying to bulk. Winter's fucking over.
I'm in both days right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm putting weight on.
that's like the worst thing ever that ever happened. Like just bulking just gives us an excuse to put on weight. So now whenever I gain weight, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just bulking.
I'm bulking. Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Just not doing anything
Yeah,
aside from eating.
being lazy is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But
I've been on a hot streak with that.
I have zero need to bulk.
It's just hard. It's hard to get in a rhythm. And that's why, like at work, Neil, it's like
Yeah,
if I don't do the same schedule where after work, go downstairs, work out, go home, I won't work out. Because if I go home, I'm not leaving the house. You
we
know,
know.
we, we got the gym right down the road, and I won't, like,
I think we've definitely highlighted that lack of your motivation to leave the house on this episode for sure.
I like my house. I paid a
It's a
lot of
nice
money.
house. It's a nice house.
Yeah, I paid a lot of money for this house, so I want to be in my house.
Reminds me of that is it a commercial or a TV show back in the day. Our house is a very, very, very my house.
Yeah. Tell me you're old. When you
Uh,
tell me you're old. Like I don't even remember what the show is, but I remember the song as
You,
soon as you said it.
I don't think Ryan does.
I don't.
Goddamn
Was it
millennials.
on well, was it on one of the 3 channels?
Was it on? Was it on outdoor?
It was definitely on
Outdoor
one of the 3
eating?
channels. It definitely was on one of the 3 channels. Somebody, well, of all 11 people that are watching, somebody comment below if you know that
Not right now.
what show that was. One of our 11 followers. The 12th one probably would have known, but now it's going to be a mystery.
Yeah, since they left. So we're gonna
Uh,
ask our wives that question because that's the other 3. So we got 6 of them figured out.
I would say that I don't even know if mine's following. She might go click on like on one of our videos on one of the social medias, but I don't think she's actually following us.
Yeah, they're not watching this shit.
No. Although it was their idea that we did this, if we all remember correctly. Need some more commitment from them. Don, are you working right now?
We need to get special guests.
Yeah, we do. Well, it's hard enough to get just us on here, let alone try to
It's true.
get commitment from somebody else. So, but
Oh,
what's up? We lose you?
I lost you for a second. It says upload. Oh, never mind.
That's why you stop sending work emails when we're trying to do this shit.
I got a Teams message and I had to respond. Always on, boys. I'm always on.
Well, speaking of 3 channels growing up, I remember I had the turn knob TV, right? He had
Yep,
was it
yep,
13
yep.
channels plus U?
Mhm.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah,
that one of the channels, the U channel?
yeah,
And I don't know if that ever worked, but I don't know
and
what
the
it was for,
rabbit
but
ears and all that, yeah. I used to have that shit.
I remember when finally made it, I was in high school and I had a 13-inch TV in my room. Thought that was the coolest thing
Oh,
ever.
dude, you're rich.
Yeah, 13-inch TV.
13-inch TV in your room? You had a TV in
Mhm.
your room? Dude, I'm so old, we had Betamax. I've got Star Wars, all the Star Wars on Betamax, and we used to watch that shit, like, old.
Well, this could lose a subscriber or two, but I've never seen Star Wars, so.
Oh my god.
It wasn't on one of the 3 channels growing
And
up.
when I did sit down and watch one with Erica one time, I was like, "This is dumb."
Well, which one
Like,
were you watching? Were you watching the originals or you watching the new stuff? Because I
the
watched
the originals,
the first ones.
yeah, but I don't know if it was in order.
And you're
How
probably
many
not a
is there?
sci
Like
are you a
17?
sci-fi guy? Do you like those sci-fi type movies? Well, then
No.
there you go.
His he grew up on the farm. If you ever watched something like that, his dad would be like, "Stop living in fantasy. Get out and fucking
Go bale that hay.
go pick rocks."
Yeah. Color coordinate rocks.
Yeah.
You got nothing better to do. Leave me alone.
That was the worst punishment. That was the worst punishment. If you got in trouble or you're especially if you're hungover or something like that, they'd be like, "Go pick rocks out in the field." So, before you go hay a field or anything like that done, there's because of the snow and everything, it brings new rocks up when they cultivate, it brings new rocks up out of the ground, and so before you go cut with your swather, you have to go out there and pick rocks, so they don't your swather doesn't hit rocks, so if you get punished as a kid, they'd send you out on foot, just
Pick rocks.
hand pick rocks.
So much fun. It sucks when it's just a black fucking field and you got pick rocks.
Mhm.
So what do? You pick them
Run.
up and then you just chuck them somewhere else?
Put them in the wagon. Usually they have a trailer behind the vehicle that you
I'd
throw
be
them in.
picking up rocks and just throwing them over there.
Th but then you gotta go pick them up again
Yeah,
because
but
you gotta
see, I
get them
was
off the
doing my
field.
role. I'd find a way
It's
to
kinda like
do it.
mowing the lawn. You
Yeah,
just keep pushing it over,
just push it over to the one
push
other
the
side.
pile
You
over.
run a skid steer and the old man would be in the backhoe picking rocks, put it in the bucket, and you got to go across a bumpy ass field to go dump them in a fucking slough ditch or something.
We even had a rock picker, and they still made us go out there, but,
Yeah,
like I said, it was just out of punishment.
I just got the good old fashioned ass whooping.
Well, we got them too.
Yeah.
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 Plus,
As
I
far
had
as
to
your
pick rocks.
I would have rather got an ass whooping than having to go pick
Yeah.
rocks.
Well, you're a Chicago kid. You must have been what, picking up cigarette butts and
Who'd have
organizing that shit.
it was different rocks for him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
outside. It's nighttime.
Totally different rock when we're talking about picking rocks, Don's like, "Yeah, I know what
Crack
you're talking
rocks.
about." Speaking of being
Yeah, I
punished by
suppose
your
you.
parents, talking about that, about calling the cops. Remember, Don, we had that conversation about
Which one? People calling cops on me?
no, not calling the cops on you. I mean, that probably was a conversation one time too, but, um, when the going to school and, like, now the teachers have to deal with kids and gotta call the cops, and, like, I'd rather you call the cops than call my parents.
Oh yeah.
I'd 100% rather deal with the cops than my old man coming to the school.
Please,
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
please.
just don't call my dad.
Yeah. Yeah, or get busted while you're drinking in high school or whatever, and they'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna call your parents." I'm like, "Oh, no, 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 I'll like,
Yeah.
Just
I'll
take me
take the
to jail.
minor."
We're calling your parents from work. I ain't got none.
I'm homeless.
What's your parents' number? Nope, not I don't know.
I don't know. Oh man, we had thrown a party one time, like after a football game, and I only set a few people to come over to the house because my mom and my dad was overseas. My mom was out of town for something. I don't know what it was, but I had come home and the streets are filled, like up and down. We lived on a cul-de-sac and everyone's standing outside of my house. And I'm like, holy shit! Like the whole football, like whoever was in the stands, I feel like were at the game. I didn't have my keys because my girlfriend had my keys at the time to get into the house, so I had to climb up onto the roof, pull the screen out, and I knew I because my window was unlocked, and I just slid the door open, opened it. Not more than maybe 15 minutes of people starting to walk into the house, the cops showed up, broke everything up, arrested a couple people, whatever. They're like, "Where's your mom?" I'm like, "She's not here." So they just took a report or whatever. Everybody left, and the cop came to my house every day and just kept missing my mom. And my sister was like, she was like, the cops came again. I'm like, oh my God, if mom finds out and tells dad, oh my God, he's gonna be overseas and like turn the ship around. Like, oh, whoop
Because
that ass.
you threw a rager.
And it wasn't even a rager. It was a rager in the sense of people, but it it got busted like 15 minutes after we got in. Like the cops were in the house and like kept telling people to leave, arrested people with drinks, and it was a thing. But dude, I was so scared. I was just waiting for that date. Then they eventually just stopped coming because I kept missing my mom. So I'm like, sweet.
Got lucky there.
Oh yeah.
Donnie's mom's not home.
Now your mom not home. I don't think
Uh,
people knows who that is. That joke.
Bobby Lee and
A Santorino, Santini.
yeah.
But he's a redhead dude. He's
Yeah, I was
funny.
gonna say it'd be good if you and Donnie went back and forth like that because it's a redhead and an Asian dude
And
that they go back and forth. It's pretty funny stuff, man. It's
when I
some
grow out my mustache and like my pseudo chin hair, I kind of look like him.
a combination of Bobby Lee and Mr. Miyagi. I think it's like something words among
Bad
friends or
friends.
it's what's that?
They're called Bad Friends. Is their
Bad
podcast.
Friends. Yeah, that's what the podcast is called. It's funny, man. It's real
It's
funny.
funny. It's just, I mean, it's kind of like how we like joke with each other. It's like no holds barred.
Yeah.
Nothing is safe.
No. There's shit you can only say to your friend
right.
because you're really friends.
You're really
So
friends. But I'm not gonna say that here because I also have a job.
yeah. Yeah,
No.
I think we keep it a little more. I mean, I swear way too much probably, but I think we keep it a little more PG than even normally we
What you
do,
would
just because of
normally say at deer camp or
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's okay. I'm
yeah.
okay with that.
Except for Ryan, It's-
Yeah.
throws himself under the bus.
You know, it is what it is. I am who I am. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch.
Oh, that's gonna be a clip for sure. Awesome. So we'll start wrapping up. I suppose
Too.
you guys got Thursdays kind of seems to work best for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we gotta
speaking
get
of work,
on. I mean, or yes, yes. I don't have any of those.
yeah, you don't have any
I
deer
got one for you.
antlers. You don't have any deer antlers.
I
You don't
no
got a
deer
welding hood.
antlers. I got samurai swords.
Just signed by Randy Jackson.
What?
If your samurai sword is signed by Randy Jackson.
You a samurai sword guy?
Man.
You should be Shaq Fu.
Have you seen?
Fu?
You haven't seen Step Brothers? It's
I
got a
have.
samurai sword signed by Randy Jackson
Oh,
from
I don't
American
remember that
Idol.
quote. I remember I'm
What?
marrying you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my balls on your
Drum set.
on your-
Obviously, both of you need to rewatch Step Brothers because it's an American classic.
I haven't watched it a million times like you have. I'll quote, did we become best friends? Did we become I'll quote that. Yeah. Or what's his nuts? Jim. Jim had committed to Friday last week.
Last week, yeah, but then Ryan couldn't, and then
And then
we were out.
We were out, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm tend to be drinking Friday nights.
Well, yeah.
That's probably the best time to do this.
Whoa. Or the worst.
Probably. Maybe we'll do it on Friday when Neil comes on the
Ooh.
18th.
Yeah, you
Or
guys
17th.
the live session of like you guys together.
Oh, we could just go live, yeah. Instead of doing a recording, just go live and really put us over the top. That's what they keep asking me to do on all these social medias, like go live. I'm like, I don't know how.
Okay,
Yeah.
not the thing that I said.
But
Especially,
I don't think it saves if you go live, does it?
I think
If you
so.
go live, it's just like,
Maybe not.
yeah. I
I've
don't know.
gone live on Facebook for boxing. I think that stays there.
And it's
I don't know.
It's saved.
Yeah. That doesn't allow us to edit anything, though. That could be a bad.
Yeah.
Especially if we're together
Yeah.
in your garage.
You two together drinking, bro.
Yeah. I think we're definitely probably going to go live.
Oh, you're totally going live. You're totally going live.
Choices were made.
Yeah. And then if we get a good tie on, then I don't have to drink nearly as much to get going on bags the next day.
Yeah. You know you're a
Hopefully.
drinker when you pregame the day before. That's how you know you're a real drinker.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm pre-gaming. I got a bags tournament tomorrow.
We're not gonna get much sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Neil's gonna skip his CPAP.
No, the sleeping part, that's the super important part.
Yeah.
If you can just maintain that nice little buzz all the way through.
I got to keep that score up, got to keep that average up.
Yeah, he won't wear his CPAP to keep that average going.
I know. He will risk his life to not drop his score.
This fucking average ain't dropping.
Some people might call it game in the system. I just call it winning.
I call it winning. I should be a good scorer yesterday.
I can't check mine because I'm on my motherfucking phone.
Oh yeah, the last time you did
Computer
this,
won't do this.
it logged you out.
Yeah.
Keeps using all that Apple shit.
Oh,
Doesn't work.
99.
Well, hold on. Let me see. Head to head, what was last night?
That's because I was messing with the elbow thing. I
See,
had 3 masks off.
you got me last night. Last night I was in 92. So you got me. I was 100 on Tuesday night. I was 100 on Tuesday night, but
See, it's real. And I did watch
last
him.
night I was in 92.
I'm like, take a screenshot. And he did the screenshot and it says, this app will not allow you to take screenshots. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, after calling me out, you can't really see it because it won't do it.
Well, we have the same fucking app,
But look,
don't we?
Yeah,
if I
but he
try to
has,
take a
he has an
screenshot,
Android. That's why. See?
it says right there.
App doesn't
Gay
allow.
ass androids.
Doesn't
You can't
allow
even check. You can't even check.
You can. I can screenshot it too.
Like he could screenshot us right now.
I
I
can
don't know if this
screenshot
app will
everything
allow
else.
him.
It's just the app. This app doesn't allow me to. It's the My Air app. It's nothing to do with the phone.
Seems weird.
Oh, all right. Well, we're hitting 54 minutes.
You got 30
Um,
minutes of content.
Yeah. Well, it's,
All right,
it's probably
fellas.
better that way because we started off. I think our first episode was like 115.
Yeah.
It's probably like even better than that, but I think I dropped it down to 115. Then the last episode was a little over an hour, and then I dropped it down. I think it was like 58 minutes. With this, once I edit this, it'll be probably under 50 minutes, which is probably a better place to keep people's attentions.
Oh, for sure, dude. Like,
Yeah. So, but then I've been doing all these other shorts. I added like 3 more shorts today, or like 3 more from our original one. I got this new app that helps me create the clips, like short clips.
yeah. Don't AI
So-
me.
I didn't AI you at all. I don't know how to use AI.
It's doing something, man. It makes my teeth fucking move.
It's-
Like it showed up on Mackenzie's feed, and she's like, "Dad," she goes, "What kind of AI you guys using?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." She sends me the video, and my teeth are going like this, like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't do the editing stuff. I'm just here.
I have no idea how your teeth are moving because, but, that being said, so we'll go ahead and wrap up. Appreciate all 11 of you that may be following right now, and we'll start doing the selfless plugs of like, subscribe, all that other stuff. And if not, like Ryan said,
Or don't.
I'm me.
Or
We
don't
don't care.
or don't.
'Cause I'm me, and if you don't like it,
Yeah.
what was it, Ryan?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
But all right, fellas. Well, until next time,
See you
Have a
later.
good one.
see you guys.
Latest.